Okay. Okay, Beth. This in here has a date of 1993. 1993. Don't know where it's from or anything, but let's see here. Whatever it is, it got a lot of zeros after the end of the two. Hey, $1 snake. Cool. Hey, Lincoln, I thought you was over there at Ken's. I'm taking, and as you all can tell, I'm getting some pictures up for Beth of these bills that I got, because me and her just can't get together on our time. So I wanted to take, and before the show starts, I have to get her some photos. So this is what I'm doing. That's cool, Snake. Beth, this is a 1988 5,000. Says Peru. So 5,000 quintas. Guys, sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything. I'm just taking and trying to do this before the coin show. I've got a big show, as you all know, coming up tomorrow. Oh, heck, I forgot I got that up on the... I'll probably take and get that off. In fact, I think I will. There. And I don't need to worry about that much, so I'm going to make this a little bigger for Beth. I might be able to even take... There. Yeah, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'll be watching my chat. I'm just trying to get these here so Beth can see them. Beth, I think that's good for that. Hey, thanks, Lincoln. I'll be setting up there, me and my wife, but I also help take and I help Paul run the show. I've been doing that with him for some time now. I take this here, not pretty far. This is a pretty big bill. But yeah, I should be okay with it. I hope so. Beth, 1989. Again, this is 100,000. I think it's Yugoslavia. So this one's got a lot of folds and stuff. That's a pretty little girl there. I'm trying to give you enough time, Beth, also, so you can take and look at these and just take and pause it if you need to. And I'm trying to adjust the size that you're going to be seeing so that you'll be able to get a good shot of them, because I know some of these are real hard to locate. This is 1993, and it's, holy cow, 100 million. Man, wonder if I can go there and be a rich person. So I wonder if that's worth about 2 cents. You can see the date on that in pretty good, 1993. Oh, my wife's in here. There's that. And that one's a nice uncirculated bill. Okay, let's see here. This is a pretty bill here. No date on that side. I think my camera must be off a little bit. This is an uncirculated bill as well. 1980. Okay. Let's see, 200. This in here, that's a security line. It's not a fold. Even though this bill I would say is not brand new. It's close, but it's not brand new. Let's see here. 200 shillings. I'm looking for a date. It says it's from Kenya. Oh, okay, 1998. 1st of July, 1998. And there's a picture of the reverse. Unity is what it says on that building, just so you know, Beth. And again, there's a little crease right there. Crease here it looks like, but I don't know. No, that's print. I take that back. It's in pretty good shape, but still, it's not uncirculated, Beth. And here's a colorful one. A little bit older, I think. I don't know. I'll let you know as soon as I find out the date. Let's see here. Oh, okay, 1942. Cool. I think it's Greek, but I'm not positive. I believe that's what it is. Let me raise this just a hair for you. There. Now you can see the whole thing. It's got some fold right here and here, so it's a circulated bill. There's no doubt in my mind. Somebody actually used this in here. And there's a reverse of it. 5,000, whatever it is. Okay, let's see. I think we just went through. Yeah, now Beth, this in here is, well, this is a 1, but this is similar to that other one we looked at. It's uncirculated, at least it looks it. Looking for a date. Oh, 1980 again. I'm gonna hold this like this for you. Dates right here. I actually got 2 of those, so yeah, they're both the same, front and back. Okay, I don't know what this thing is. I can't even read this. I have no clue, so I'm not even certain you'll be able to locate that. I guess it's 1 real. Oh, okay. I have a feeling it's Cambodia. It says Cambodge, but I don't know. I don't see a date on it anywhere. I'm certain there is a date. It just happens to be in a language I can't read. So we'll put that in off. And if you don't find some of these, Beth, I understand. This one says Argentina. I know what that says. Date, I don't see yet. It's 1 something. I can't even read the name. Republic Argentina. And again, I don't see no date. I don't know where the date would be. Oops, sorry. I'll take and see if I can straighten this up to where. Let's see, that is straight. Trying to get it straight with my. Let's see, that's straight right there. So let's see here. There we go. Okay. Again, Beth, I don't know the date on this thing. I don't see no date anywhere. And I don't know how they do that in some of these countries. A lot of security threads in it, I see that. And this is a cool looking bill here. A little bland, but 1,000 something. I believe it's, I don't know. It looks Chinese to me. 1,000 something. I have no idea what the date is. I'm certain that these characters are dates, but I don't know what they are. Probably a date right in there. Still a cool looking bill. And here's another one of them funny ones. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these bills. I mean, they're pretty cool if you ask me, but I have no idea about them. Let's see here. Oh, this is Laos. That's neat. 5 kip, whatever a kip is. Here we go again. We got some kind of no date. Certain it's 10 something. Again, I'm certain those dates are somewhere on there. Listen, by the way, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. This one's probably would be considered an uncirculated bill, whatever it is. So when you look it up, and you can just take Beth and email me or message me, it don't matter. Okay, East Caribbean. That looks like the Queen. $1. No date yet. It's got a lot of folds. I mean, it's in good shape, but it's got a lot of folds. So, and here again, no date. At least I don't see it. Thomas Delarue and Company Limited. I don't know if that's the name of the mint, the printer, but I'm sure there's a date on here somewhere, but I just don't know it. Okay. I don't see no date, so I don't know. Here's a pretty cool one. This is one of those, another one of those, I can't read bills. Uncirculated. I think that's got a lot of color to it. You can't tell. There's yellows and like a reddish, pinkish, reddish color, and then a real deep green. 900 whatever it is. At least I think that's 900. I can't see the date, so I don't know if any of this here will help you. Don't know, but it's uncirculated. Let's see here. There's Peru, it says. So we know this is Peru. Looking for a date. 1987. I would say this is uncirculated. 100. Not sure what. I think I don't know. Peru, but it's 100 something. 100 is some kind of a. I don't know if that Cientis is it or not. It's like I say, I think it's uncirculated. Looks like a loom of some type. I would say it was uncirculated. I know these here. I think we looked these up, Beth. I don't remember. 50. Okay, this here 50 centavos. I'm not certain if this here comes from Japanese when they invaded, they took and they replaced the money with a lot of this stuff, and it depends upon the name and writing as to what country they invaded. So good luck with that, but I would suggest looking at this and knowing my Philippine, and the PI might stand for Philippine. You may want to search there first. This in here actually looks uncirculated, except for this corner. You can see that little crease and stuff, but I'd still say it's real close to an uncirculated bill. Let's see here. Venezuela. This is not to be an easy one. 1989. In fact, September 21st of 89. And it's 5, whatever their monetary base is. There's a reverse. Pretty coin. Or, yep, coin. Pretty bill. Tell me where my head's at. Okay, here we got Kenya again. This here's 1995. This one is in a little bit better shape than the last one. I'm looking to see. It looks like it had a fold right here. Here, let me set it down so you can get a shot of it if you need it. 1995, if I haven't said. Yeah, see right here, I think there's a fold in this at one time. It's, I guess, being in the book, it may have taken and came out a little bit. This right here looks like a security thread. So I don't think that's a fold. The fold is, I believe, right here. This one is a security thread. And this is just print right here. You can see there's a little bit to it. So this one wouldn't, that would be a circulated. Okay. This is interesting. I guess this is Poland. 1986. 100 something. That's interesting. The reverse. They must have been doing some kind of a centennial thing. I don't know. I mean, the reverse, I don't know. I like that calligraphy right there. But this here's telling me with the R1883, they must have had something happen at that time. It looks a little wrinkled. I mean, it feels crisp. I don't know if that was because of where it was at in the book or what, but I don't know. Hey, the A-side, how you doing? I'm taking and showing off some bills, not so much to take and be showing them off. Let's see. As what I'm doing is I'm trying to get it to where I'm gonna be busy the rest of the week. So I took in Beth. Me and her just haven't been able to get together, and she's got some new books, and she's showing she's helping me find out what these bills are worth. So that's what I'm doing. I'm more or less just going through, trying to get through these bills and show her both sides of them. Let's see here. This here is a British Armed Forces £1 series. It says second series. Just so you know, and it's AA9, and I think those have something to do with the series. This has definitely been circulated. Of course, it's £1. Let's see the A side. I'm trying to remember what it was that you specialized in the A side, because I remember seeing you before. I just can't remember if you specialize in something or if you're just having fun time watching, which both is okay with me. Okay, Beth, this one here's another one. It's second series as well. Looks pretty close to the last one. Maybe a little bit better shape, but it still is not uncirculated. Okay, moving forward. I'm sort of lost on this one. Trying to see, I'm not certain exactly what it is. It's 25 for something. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Oh, okay, that's right. Now I remember you. That's right. We talked about Balut. I think you talked about Balut at the beginning. I think that's what caught my eye because I took and yeah, well, you know the rest of the story there. Oops. Let's see. There we go. That one's a circulated. Man, that's got some wrinkles to it. But here again, they're not. It's crisp, but there's wrinkles. Yeah, you was talking about that with my wife, I think. Okay, Brazil. Well, they got some intricate print on their stuff. There we go. Yeah, like I say, I'm just getting these here together to show to Beth so she can look them up at her leisure. And I'm going to be going to the show, so I don't remember where you're from, the A side, if you're going to take and if you're going to be able to make it to the show or not. Hope to see some of my friends there. I know there's about 5 or 6 that sent me emails saying they're going to make it, so Beth, this one here is definitely a nice unk. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I think we have a series here, Beth. I'm going to put these up together. It's just these two, a 2 and a 5. See if I can get it to where you can see them. Well, you know what? If I have to, I'll just do one at a time. Here's the 2. Hey, Mavaldo. How are you doing? I'm taking and I'm just showing these bills so Beth can come back and look at them at her leisure. I'm going to be busy getting ready for the show, so let's see. Beth, this is series 1068A. Don't ask me if that makes a matter. I haven't seen a date yet, but it's an uncirculated bill, this here, too. Let's see here. American Banknote Company. Interesting. This is made by the American Banknote Company for Brazil. That's really interesting because I can't see a date on them. But that's the 2. Here's the 5. I think they're both uncirculated. Yeah, I'm just going through these, Mavaldo. I'll be watching my chat every now and then, checking up on it. But I'm just trying to get through these because, as I've already said, I'm taking and trying to. Thank you. They are neat. But I'm trying to get through them so that she can check them out because the rest for a good week I'm gonna be busy. One with the show, then after that I gotta play catch up on some other stuff. But yeah, these, I don't know if you've seen the videos of where these come from. I'm going to try and put some of these in together, Beth. These here, this is a little series. Well, yeah, you ain't going to be able to see them all. Let's see here. Looks like Nicaragua. Harrison & Sons Limited. I don't know what that stands for. I guess that's the printer. Let's see if I can push these all up for you. There's the 1, 5, and 10. They're all uncirculated. Let's see here. I'll take and move them out. Let's see now. I do not see a date. Still don't see a date. That's the one. Hope you was able to see that last one. There's your 5. And here's your 10. If that's what that, now you could be right, Lovato. I don't know if that's centavos. That's cool. I don't know that, but I do know some of them do that. Now these two are the same bills. They're close to being in succession, but they're not. That's interesting. I think it's 1998. Whatever this is, I want to say. Let's see. Here's the obverse of it. Here's the reverse of it. Trying to give Beth a little bit of time so she can look these over and hopefully look them up for me. I know she wants to get some of them, which is cool. I plan on taking them. I think I'm going to make it worth her while. I hope I do. Okay, this looks like Peru. Nice bill. 1987. Jose Gabriel. Conquistador, I think, or Condor Conqui. I shouldn't try that stuff. You might be right, A-side. I'm not certain. Whatever that one is, that's 500 something. This here's a security thread. Just so you know, it's not a fold. This bill looks pretty close, if not uncirculated. I would suggest it could be. This is uncirculated, Costa Rica. Now I like this one because of the flowers. 1981. Series D. Costa Rica. Oh yeah, I remember this one now. I like the pretty. This is just a gorgeous scenery, I think. And again, this must be some kind of a commemorative because this has got 1897. So I have a feeling these were supposed to mimic the old cutter ships. That's just my thought. Not busy, so I could get here. You talking about down Cincinnati to the show, A-side? If that's the case, that'd be cool. I think I got that upside down. 1979, whatever it is. I can't even read the numbers if there is a number, unless that's a oh no, here it says 1 real. Not certain where it's from, but pretty cool. I want that light. Wow. You don't believe how much light I've got on that. I'd say it's an Beth. Here again, I think we got 2 different ones, same series, I believe, a 1 and a 3. I'm gonna try and see if I can get them both in here for you. Let's see here. Well, you know what? Let me take and just there. Well, you might need to see it. That's what they look like far away. I'm gonna pull them down to get them a little closer for you. 1993 on both of them. We'll do the 1 first, I guess. Cool, Movado. I hope you do enjoy it. If you got any questions, guys, I'll try and answer anything. I'm just, like I say, I'm just doing this here just to try and do a little bit of time management, because I know, like I say, the rest of the week I won't be a little busy. That's the 1 Beth, and it looks pretty good to be in BU. There's even a small security thread in that I can see. That's interesting for a small note like that. I don't know if that's a big note or not. I also see it right here on this bill, a security thread. This says 1993 and this is 1898, so I assume this is when that emperor, I guess it was, that was in power. Let's see here. Let me get to a how. Oh, you're in. Sorry to hear that, A-Side. I know one of these days I'll be dealing with that. Well, I hope it ain't for a long time, but my mom's a bit older too. So my condolences. I really mean that. Shame. I hate it when a loved one passes. I really do. Really, really hate to hear that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, 1964 looks like Indonesia won something. It's Ankh, but man, it's like this bill looks very cheap. Just saying. Nice print, but the paper just seems cheap to me. I hope you have that in the best. Oh, here we go. We know what this one is. 10 rupees. Seems like I can get the stupid thing down, then I'll move it back up. Oh well. Let's see here. Yeah. A-Side, it's not a thank you thing. I think it's a respect thing, but I understand. It's just still, I'm very sorry to hear about that. It's like taxes. Nobody wants to talk about it much. One of those things I guess we all got to experience. Oh, here you go, A-Side. You probably understand, or I don't know. I don't know if you've seen anything over there while you was over in the Philippines. I'm not certain if this one's from the Philippines or not. It's in great shape. Okay, I got 3 of these, Beth. I don't know if we've done them before or not. I don't see a date. Nicaragua. This is on the sand that's on. That's funny. They use something similar to ours. I guess it's 1 centavo. I think you've seen it. This is a print. These are uncirculated. This is the Harrison and Son Unlimited. We may have seen that one before. So you may want to review your notes or rewind. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, A-Side. I don't want to get involved with discussing that cancer because I think that's just a big bunch of. Seen so many people. I don't know. Like I say I don't want to get into much of it, but at least you were right. You was blessed for 74 years. It's good that you think of it that way. I lost my grandfather from it and a few other people that I love dearly to that same damn disease, and it's boy, it's just, it is what it is, I guess. I hate to say it that way. 1994 Beth. Good luck finding this one. I'm thinking Russia, Persia, Poland. I don't know. I can't tell. or actually it might even be Greece. So don't whatever I say, use your own judgment. Unk. Oh, here's one I recognize. I remember seeing him in the news. Don't ask me a date. Or that's one something. I don't know if that's 1,000 or just one. Oh, okay, that answered my question. 1,000 reals. Republic of Iran. No date though, that I can see. It's Unk security thread. Wow. 1951. Can't read it. Very low number. I don't know if that means anything in some of these, but who knows? They may have only made 500 of these. I don't know what size the country is or nothing. Nice color scheme. Hammer and sickle, I must think that's got to be Russia, right? Just saying. So, A-side, you are you out there visiting to help get the estate settled, or what's the story there? This looks like Turkey. It's Ankh. I don't see a date on that side. Well, that's cool. I'm certain whoever you gift it to, they'll love it. I don't know where this is from. I think it's Turkey. Pretty bill. Ankh bill. Security thread again. I'm noticing a lot of these have security threads. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be seeing Dustin. I hope to see him this weekend. I thought he was coming down tomorrow, but I guess it was a misunderstanding. I must not have conveyed that we was setting up tomorrow, so he won't be here till late. But that's okay. I've got other people I can get to work. The show must go on. Um, you know what? To be honest, A-side, I don't have Dustin's email. I only have my own or his mail because he moved and I sent him something not too long ago and he took and it came back to me. So, I mean, if you mail it to me, I'll find his address, or you can find his address. He's supposed to be going live when he gets here at the show. So if everything goes planned, that's what will happen. And if you don't get here, to be honest, I'll be so damn busy at the show, I don't think I'll be able to go live. Because one, I'm not going to take any of my equipment. I am so busy. I am the number one guy when it comes to whoever has a fire that's got to be put out at the show. If there's anything that happens, I've got to take care of it. So, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I can make certain it gets forwarded to him. That's not a problem with me. No, I've gotten to talking to you, and I don't even know if I showed this side on this thing. Oh, okay, this is a 51 again. I think that's the same as that other bill. Yeah, sorry, Beth, I never organize these things. Hopefully your memory's better than mine. And you remember where you found that out. This never been, well, I thought this was bent, but that's a security thread, but I still see folds in this. And there's writing. God, I hope these ain't the bills that me and you've already went through, Beth. I don't remember if this is from the first one or the last one. So, A-side, like I said, are you over there just settling the estate, or are you planning on living there, or do you live there? I'm just curious. I mean, just doing a little bit of BSing to sort of take and go through the time as well here. Uncirculated Beth, no date that I see. I believe this is Turkey. Again, if these are ones we've already went through, I'm gonna be awful pissed. That's a cool one. I think we might have seen one of those before already too. Guangdong Provincial Bank, I guess, or Provincial Bank. Changhua Boom Company, Limited, 1949. Wow, that's older than I thought it was. There's your date, though. And that was the name I was trying to pronounce. Probably pretty hatched. Let's see. Well, let's go back to these right here. Here's two of them. Japanese government, 5 and 10 centavo. Let me move it up here where you can see them. Both of them uncirculated. These are I'm certain these are World War II replacement notes for Japan on somebody they conquered. I've got some of these myself that I had before I got this book, but they're in my safe. I got them because they're part of the Philippines, and I don't know, when I got with my now wife, I started collecting them. Aha, CCCP, I know what that stands for. That does stand for Russia. No date on that side. Here, I'll get this one a little closer if I can. There we go. Looking for a date here. 1991. Hey, Sandy Adams, how you doing? Oh, Sandy, you gonna make it to the show? Cool. Hope you do. I'd love to meet some of the people that I, put a name and a face on. Everyone. Let's see. Been around the world, but always end up back home. Oh, okay, A-side. Well, cool. That gives me an idea a little bit. Yeah, I've been around the world, but only because, you get to the Philippines and you're around the world. Depends on which way you fly. But I haven't stopped at it. I've only been Philippines, Japan, besides the United States. Now, I have taken and I have visited every state in the union except for Hawaii, Alaska, and North Dakota. There's only 3 I'm missing. Those are on my bucket list. Let's see here. Sandy, no, the show don't start until tomorrow. We start setup tomorrow. Right now, this here, I'm just showing these here. This is what I found in a book, and I'm showing them to Beth. She's helping me look them up. She got some world note books. Let's see here. Ghana. That's pretty cool. 1982, 6th of March. Unc Bill. 2002, 10 euro. Security thread. This has been circulated. Hell, it's probably worth more if I take it to the bank and just cash it in. Oops. No, I haven't been there, like I say. I haven't been there yet. Let's see here. Ecuador, 1982. 5. Again, I don't know if we've seen this one before or not. Pretty bill. Well, you know what? This is American Banknote Company. Yeah, this here I remember seeing that before. Yes, American, they says. Oh, okay. I went by that A-side. I think, wasn't it Floor? Didn't we go over past Mount Patabu or whatever it is? What mountain was that volcano in the Philippines? Pinatuba? Okay, Mount Pinatuba. I'm sorry. But we went by that going up to Angeles City, didn't we? I'm saying, but we could see it when we drove there, couldn't we? Or when? Okay, yeah, I went by it there, A side, pretty cool. This was after it had blown, of course. So that's fine, Sandy. Like I said, I'm in no big hurry. It don't matter to me. Um, promise you that roll I can take and post it up there, and it'll sell tomorrow. A lot of people want those original rolls, so I'm not worried about it, to be honest. Let's see here. Excuse me a second. I gotta answer something, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, I think I showed this one here. Now I'm getting text from Dustin. That's who's texting me, guys. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Let's see here. Oops, no, don't do that. Let's see here. Trying to answer his questions. Okay, good, Mike. Glad to hear it. We're sitting here I'm showing these bills off again. Not that I'm showing them off. It's just Beth is helping me. I've said this story 3 or 4 times, but Beth is helping me, and I'm trying to just get her some pictures so that she can take it at her leisure. She can look them up and take and find out what they're worth. I know she wants some of them, so I mean, it's a mutual thing. It's going to help me and help her. At least I believe so. And so I'm going to be busy at the show. So this is why that was cool. I mean, let's see here. Sorry about this, guys. But okay. Oh, I found a cabin yesterday in a row that was unopened in my purse. I don't know why I still do the other stuff, so I set up PayPal anyways. Well, that's cool, Sandy. I mean, if you don't want those log cabins when we're done, that's fine too. Let's see here. Okay, that's Peru. There's the other side, 1988. Security thread. Looks like a pretty nice bill. Even that little fold right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. Come on. There we go. Just a little bit of the corners messed up. Well, you're going to be fighting Beth over them as far as who gets these. I'm going to keep a couple for myself, but Bank of Uganda. Hey, at least we know where it's at. 5 shillings. No date yet, but that could change right now. Oh, see, I told you it was Bank of Uganda. No date. Well, if there is, I don't know what it is. I think here's another one we've seen already. I'm going to scan it pretty quick here. It's one of those ones let's see. Pakistan. 1 rupee. No date that I see. Let's see here. Been in Bama, almost all the coins in order. So back you can barely tell. That's interesting to know. Let's see here. Egypt, 1940. 5, whatever that is. It's the first Egypt I've ever had. I think we've seen this. Yeah, I know we've seen this before. 1990. I see a date on this. $1,000. Let's see here. Not sure what I see here now. I'm going to go to this one because this one I think we've already seen one of. Well, heck. I don't remember seeing that, but here, we'll put it up there. No date. Not ignoring you guys, just trying to get this done. And like I said, I look over there from time to time. I think I got a lot of these here duplicates. 50,000, whatever this is. Peru, 1988. Probably worth about 2 cents. Security thread, looks like an Unc bill. I hope that's one of those $10 million. Uh-oh, we're going to have to get back now. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back a little bit. Let me move these here out of the way. Man, I went through a lot already. I just got them all out of order. Oh well, I don't care. Okay, let's see if we can't get there. We go. We can get it all in there. 1,000 milli rice. I don't know. From England, the Bank of England, but it says I think it's Cambodia. Or not, yeah, I think that's what it is. Pretty bill. Nice little. I mean, the colors through here. You got yellow, blue, red, and green, and then this other green. I'm certain the date's around here somewhere. I just don't know it. Pretty bill though. Then the next one. Let's see here. Yeah, we got it set up. 200 something. Watch your language. You can hear out here, woman. It's a pretty bill. 1951. That's got some nice details to that. But they got counterfeiters that have a hard time. Again, you got some yellows, greens, reds. Real pretty, intricate work. Whoever did that, that's a nice bill. I like that one. And the last one for today is a circulated 500 something, 1961. Some islands. Well, it looks like they must do some fish in there. They got some kind of fish. I can't tell what type, but and that's all we're gonna do for today, Beth. We'll change this, maybe. Oh wait, I gotta take and tease Cindy. Cindy, I told you I got something for you. This is a bracelet, I guess. So when you get, I don't know if you'll. I know you've been sick. I hope you're getting better, Cindy. But just in case, I wanted you to see this pretty little thing here. Come on, thing, get up there and turn into focus some. Yeah, there we go. 1996 in a bezel. Let's see here. It's a plain. And this is not silver. This here is just stainless steel, I believe. Let's see. I don't even see. There's no writing there. No writing here. Yeah, this is heavy enough to where I know it's just stainless. It ain't gonna focus on it. It's not good enough. But there's no writing on it. But I wanted to show you that. Oh, and just for the giggles and grins all. Okay, A-Side, nice seeing you. I'm glad you stopped in. Okay, A-Side, absolutely will. Found this dime at the local coin. Seems I can get it at the local. Well, you know what? I got another way to do that one. Oh, there we go. Being I got this stupid thing up. Found this at the local. What the heck? Coinstar. That's what it is. And yeah, it ain't nothing special, but still it's silver. So I thought, what the heck. 53 Denver. Ugly old coin, but you know what? For reaching in, picking up a dime, that's okay. I'll take the about $1 that it's worth. Here, I'll show you something pretty cool that I picked up also, guys. Now this here was just something that, let's see, there we go. You can, I don't know how to get, I'm not taking it out. But you can see the date, nice reek. Let's see here. There we go. You can see the nice 1869 over 1869. That was pretty cool. Picked that up for Song and Dance. The one thing I wanted to show, I was telling, I don't know if, I doubt that, Lincoln Penny will look at this show, but see if I can't show you all this here. I'm going to try. Just hold on, bear with me while I refocus this. Because this is one that is really, really cool. A lot of people may not know what this is, but let's see here. Get it back into focus here. I still ain't got it focused. Hold on, guys. I'm working on it. Come on, you little booger. Let's see here. Maybe if I go out just a hair. There we go. Okay. Now it's dirty on this mint mark, but right in here, guys, this goes all the way down through. You can see it with the naked eye. There's a shadow hitting it. And then this little spot right here, this is the 1945 S over horizontal S. And if anybody knows, even though this coin, I'm going to take and pull out of it so I can show you a little more, maybe. Even though this coin is a well-circulated coin, let's see, here we go. There we go. Like I say, even though it's well circulated, I mean, it's still probably make it to a very good fine. the 45S over horizontal S. I'm not worried about it, Sandy. It'll get here when it gets here. If not, like I said, I don't mind. Heck, it was for sale when I sold it to you. It can go for sale again. But I'll wait for you. I'm not worried about that. There's no big hurry. That's just like those bills I just showed. Me and Beth been working on them a couple of weeks. I ain't worried about it. It'll all be just absolutely fine with me. Yeah, this coin, guys, you may not understand the scarcity of it, but if you look them up, and actually the Cherry Picker's Guide is even off. You'd have to go to eBay and search for sold lots for this here, and good luck finding them. This is a hard one to locate. But that little coin that was gotten out of scrap silver, paid about $1.20, $1.30 for it. I'm just guessing, but I'm gonna say it's worth well over $100. So I found this. Now I can't show this in here. It's a, well, I can try and show it. This in here, I looked. I thought at first it was the D over horizontal D, but it's not. I'm not certain exactly what it is. See if I can. See, we may not be able to get a good shot of this one here. It's not the D over horizontal D, I can tell you that. But over here on the side, there's something extra right back in here. And when I look for the D over horizontal D, it's not the same. But it could be. It's probably just an RPM. So just showing that. Let's see, where am I at? Where the heck? Oh, that's why. And ta-da! There. Well, that was my research for the day to take and to get that to Beth. I don't know who got a chance to see it. I took and I found it really nice. I'm very excited about it. An 1882 Indian head penny with the broken 2 on it. You talk about a neat variety, and it's everyone wants it. I can tell you that. But I think it's a cool variety. I enjoyed it. I don't know. The last one I had, I think, was in a better grade than this one, but I may end up keeping this one for my personal. I don't know. I doubt I will, because to be honest, I've got too many as it is. So, hey, Mountain Man, how you doing this morning? Well, let's see. Nope, it's afternoon now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sorry. It's still morning for me. Yeah, thank God you came in late, Mountain Man, because I was just boring everybody, getting some photographs for Beth together for the those foreign bills that I found in that book. I wanted to more or less catalog them so she can look them up in her books and give me an idea. She's interested in buying, so she wants to get a package deal, which I have no problem with helping her with it. It just takes, and her helping me, I'm definitely going to give her a good price. In fact, I've already got a couple thrown in. She didn't want them, because I know she didn't want them, but I may just throw them in to give them to her, because I think she wanted them, but the prices were a little. So I'm doing wonderful, taking and getting excited. The show starts tomorrow. So tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, I may get on Sunday. I'm not promising nothing to anybody, because it depends on what happens at the show, how much stuff I've got to do. Sunday's normally my day off, but we may have some stuff to do. And then Monday, I know I've got to go do my rounds at the local coin show or stores, because I was told that they've got some new stock in. They know the show's coming up, and I've just got to get there and go through them and look at it. Hopefully, I'll find a whole treasure trove of coins or bills or something. Did you see my 45S over horizontal S I cherry picked, Mountain Man? trying to think. I don't know if there's anything else I can show anybody. I don't know. Is there anything anybody's interested in looking at? I know there's only 4 people in here, so I think there's only 4. I can't tell. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Give me a second to. Yeah, let's see here. Well, first up is going to be a little bit different, but I'll show you them both. This one here's one I might have to refocus on. Well, maybe not. This one here's a circulating core. I'm not worried. This is the. I'll get to that dime here in a second. This is the 1882. It's got the broken 2. Guys, if you ever are looking through Indians, definitely look for this. You would have no problem. It's got to be just like that. I mean, absolutely nothing right in here. Absolutely nothing. If you see a hint of it, it's not a good one. This here's got to be the way it looks. This one here's the 1882. But if you find one of these, I promise you, you can sell this all day long to collectors all the time. This thing here is very collectible. Okay, hold on, I'll get you that. Let's see here. Now, this is going to be a little bit tougher to look at. I'll have to get it a little closer. Bear with me, Mountain. I'll show it to you, though. Let me see here. Oopsie there. And then I'm going to back up just a snort here. Just a little bit more. Okay, hold on 1 second. See if I can't get her down here. Because this one here's one you got to be extremely close. Hold on. Let me see here. There we go. I'll get it here, I promise you. I'm just working it where I know I can drop down on it. Let's see here. I thought I could. Oh, hell. Hold on, Mountain Man. I'm not as proliferant at this as Ken Peavy is. And I just had it a little bit ago. Let me see here. Yep, almost. Hold on. And when you get all these magnification guys, it really becomes hard to move us to the right position. Nope. Okay, there we go. Oops. I'll get it here. I'll set it still after I get it. There we go. Mountain, this here, as I was telling everyone else, it goes down in through here. You just can't see it because of the dirt, but that goes all the way around. That is the extra S up here. That's even part of it if you look them up. This right here is the back part. This is for the S over horizontal S. Sure, Mountain, go ahead. But this here is the 45S over horizontal S Mercury dime. It's a circulated one, of course. I'm not showing everybody else. It's a, in fact, I'm going to show you in the other camera, because that in there, now that I got it set right there. Let's see here. I can even get this in here, I think, a little closer for you. It's not a bad coin. It's a collectible coin, and you can still see the all the design features well. I mean, it's a very good pushing on fine. So, still for $1.10 investment, I think I did okay with it. Let me go back and see here. See here, I'll show you a pretty one too. This is another pretty one. Just give me a second here. Pick this one up also. See how well it turns out. Get down. Oops, too far. We may have to pull this one out some, because it's just, yeah, this one won't show like that. Let me get this out a little bit and see if we can't focus it from here. Come on now, don't be getting stupid on me. Hold on. What the hell? Okay. the Shield nickel, 1869 over 1869. So that's another nice little find I picked up. It's not in bad shape. I mean, it's a pretty nice little coin. I'll show you. I'm trying to get it to where you can see. I mean, it's got the shield, part of the shield. Pretty nice. Another thing I noticed is on United, the D, and even in States, they're broken. Here, I'll show you that and show you what I mean. Which I don't know if that's on all of them. I've not done enough research on it to tell you. Let's see. There's CVS on States, and it reminds me of the that 1882 Indian I just showed you. Let's see that United, the D and the S of States. I don't know if they're. I thought I seen a break somewhere else. Let me see here. Maybe not. Okay. I thought I'd seen a break somewhere else. That R's most of the way there, and that C is. I think that's some of the long acre doubling, which is common for those. But I thought that was cool, those two breaks. Let's see here. Yes, Andy, it just means that it's worn out. Either worn out or, I mean, I'd have to see a picture of it and I could give you a better idea. I mean, you know, it's real. That's why I try to show people some, you know, some using a stereoscope or electronic microscope, whatever the heck you want to call it. I try and show people stuff like that because it's really something that if I can't see it, I can't guess at it. I mean, my initial thought would be no bands, well circulated, but you know, it could be a grease fill. It could be a what they call a dye adjustment strike. A lot of that stuff you have to see. You have to know what you're looking at. Some people get it confused, but I usually am pretty good at knowing the difference of them. In fact, of all the emails I got over the past week, I noticed there's two of them. I want to see more of the coins. And realistically, I like to see them in hand. I try and direct people to just take and give me a photograph because I don't want you sending your coin in and sending it to me, spending that money, and not be nothing. Hello, Mary Love. How you doing this fine day? You got through. I'm glad you guys never showed up earlier because like I said, it was boring. I was just taking photographs for Beth. She's going to help me with some project. Mary, take and go back about 5 or 10 minutes and you can see a nice 45S over horizontal S and a Mercury dime and a 1869 over 1869 Shield nickel that I picked up. Good, I'm glad you're doing good. Let's see here. That could be Sandy. Don't worry, like I say, Mary, I took in the first hour was me strictly taking and showing off all those bills that I found in that one book. Well, I never showed them all off, but just another group to where Beth can look them up on her leisure. So, yeah, you go back and look at that, you'll see, like I say, I think it's cool. The two that I found are real cool. Oh, and let's see, Mary, I think you're around. You go into lemons and stuff, and you know Cindy, how she's crazy and goo-goo about the Morgans. Well, I took and there's a bracelet Morgan, you know. I took and I got this here, and like I say, it's nothing special. It's 96 Morgan. It's nice, but it's on this nice little neck or bracelet. Not silver. It's just I think this is just a sterling silver. It's heavy, but let's see here. That was a major score. Oh, you know what? From what me and Beth have been doing so far, no. I mean, most of those bills are worth $1. We found. I mean, I've got my money back and then some. Let me see here. I got my notes. The most expensive one was a Jamaica $20 bill that I think circulated, and I've been fair with my pricing because me and her, we discussed the prices and what the book goes by, which I know those books are 3 years old, the prices in them. So I don't know if these are going to be high or low. People would be well to look them up, probably at a live auction like eBay and look at the sold listings. But the most we found was one of them was they say it was a Jamaica $20 note for $25. They had a 2 that was 7 and a 1 that was 3. But most of these other ones are $1, dollar quarter, 50 cent, $4.50, $7. I mean, I'll get my money back. So, Mountain Man coins. You know what? Let me adjust this, and I'll take it out. Let me adjust this here up, and whoopsie. Let me fix this just a little bit, guys. Let's see. Can I get over here enough? I bet I can. I'm learning this stupid thing a little bit, guys. No matter why I go there. So, let me see here. I think I can move these stupid things. Let me do this. See how we can get this here. Maybe I can. There you go. That's about the best I can do it right now. Let's see. I'm sending the 3. I wouldn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you cleaning anything. There, Mountain Man. There's the one. This one right over here. Let's see. Well, the errors to you at AOL.com. That is my email. You send that to me. In fact, I don't know how long it'll be on there. That may be changing because AOL, their terms of service is becoming a pain in my butt, and I may take everything over to Gmail. So just letting you know that. But for now, that's good. I'll give everyone notice whenever I change up out of there. And then the errors-4-u is my eBay. We took and we just sold a whole bunch of old Confederate currency, old big U.S. currency. Took and didn't do bad. I mean, we started them all at 99 cents, and I think we ended up with about $1,600 in sales. So, but there was a few of them that went for 99 cents, and to be honest, there was 5 left over. They're mine. I've got a great place. I'm gonna make a little shadow box. After I make the shadow box, I don't know. I may take and I might sell it, might just keep it, might just put it somewhere so I can look at it because they were all ragged. Don't get me wrong, and I know they're not even worth the 99 cents probably, but I thought it'd be pretty cool. So, is there anybody in here coming to our show? Oh, Sandy, I've got 5 accounts on Gmail right now. It's just I use certain Gmails for business, some for banking. So I mean, I got my stuff split up all over the place. I use one for YouTube. Let's see, one for YouTube, one for my business, one for my banking. I mean, and they're all just different. I don't have anything in one place. It scares me to have everything in one place anymore. And then I was fine with AOL for the longest time because one, I started with it, I knew how to play with it, and I had it set up. But oh, Mary, Idaho ain't that far. You start now, you'll be here in time. What is this? Southwestern? Yeah, Southwest Airlines has got direct flight to Cincinnati. What's 69S, Sandy? I don't know which one you're referring to. You guys have to understand, I get, probably 1,000 emails every, Nah, Mary, you taking the show don't start. Tomorrow's just set up. I've got to be there to get it set up. 3 o'clock dealers will start coming in. Well, let's see. At noon, the police officers get there. So yeah, I think it's 3 o'clock's when we take them when we get the dealers coming in then, and where we've got it set up, we get to take and they pull right into the building. We get to they get to unload right there, and it's absolutely wonderful. So that's cool, man. I'll check it out after this stream. I'm not proliferant enough with the computers. I'm learning it. Hopefully, after Dustin gets in town, he can take and he can show me some programs and some things like that. What did you say about the 69s? I'm not certain, Sandy. You have to string together a few more comments in your, if that's the question, because I'm not certain what you're referencing. Like I say, I've had a bunch of people send me, the 69S Penny is probably the most sent photograph. Most of them are damaged. Most of them, and when I say damaged, I'm talking actual damage and or machine doubling, which is die damage for most variety specialists. Yeah, Mary, we do care significant. We always have armed security there. I mean, that's besides the the dealers. I mean, there's a lot of dealers that I know, the personal friends of mine. They have their CCW license, but I can tell you right now, we have like when there are people unloading. Like I said, they even come in the building, and we still have at least no less than 3 armed police officers that are basically protecting, and I make certain they don't dally around, and ain't none of them MFers eating donuts. It's like, you get over there, and I don't know. Maybe I just like the fact that I get to tell them what to do. But the truth is, I got to know these guys. They're real cool people. D'Lo, I don't know if he ever watches my shit, but that's his name, and he is just one awesome dude. He's a good cop, He's not the kind that's gonna pull you over just to give you a ticket. He's the kind that he looks for the troublemakers, and that's about it. So he's a good guy. But there's a bunch of them there that I know personally. I've gotten to know. I've done it for 15 years, and we get a lot of the same officers in every year. So it's great. One year we had a robbery at a convenience store that was about a block and a half away. And I would say, because of where we're located, I would say within a minute, before the perps could take and run to where we was, we probably had 15 armed officers in our vicinity because, well, not only that, but here's another problem that a perp would have. We usually run the show in conjunction with the gun and knife show. So, and if any of y'all know gun and knife shows, all of them boys are carrying. So that wasn't a good day for that guy. They caught him within a few seconds. Well, I think within actually about 2 or 3 minutes. He tried hiding in some apartment buildings, and they had so many people there because of the conventions that were going on that he didn't have a chance. Let's see here. Sandy, for American coins, it depending upon what they are. And I know it's difficult to send the photographs. I, there's very few that are worth a lot unless you have some extremely, extremely nice grades. Let me see here. I'm trying to think if I got anything. Well, I can give you an idea. 1 second here, just so that you know. This will give you, I think, an idea. There. This is a whole roll of brand new pennies. Okay. And let's see, this in here is a roll that has never been looked at. I assure you that. Let me see if I can get that to come on. Oh, heck. Trying to get it to hold on a second. There we go. There we go. This in here is 19, looks like 56D. Let me double check it. Yeah, 19. This is a 1956D. They're well known for having a lot of die varieties. But you know, stupid thing ain't gonna focus right. Come on. There we go. Well, you can't even see through the plastic. But this is in brand new. It's the whole roll is brand new. I've got those back into the 30s as far as in this kind of condition, brand new condition. And I've even got some. Let me see here. Give me a second and I'll show you a few. Okay, guys. Let me see here. I took and being the show is coming up, I had to do some. I had to do a little house cleaning. Let me see. I'm trying to find a few that I know. Let's see. I don't know what grade this one here is. This is a 1916. Come on, camera. There you go. See, you can still see some of the mint luster. Nice 1916. Here, let's change over cameras. Maybe I can show you this a little better. Well, this is going to be hard because this stupid camera, well, here you can see though. See the chin? You can see that it's got a little spot right there. But 1916. Did you get package yet? I haven't gotten no packages, Mary. The only package I've got has been from Lincoln Penny, his package. I'm waiting on everything else. I'm gonna stay with this one because I can't get it on the other. Like I say, a nice 1916 here. There we go. Yeah, it is a nice one. But I mean, this, guys, this is from literally 40, 50 years of me searching rolls and bags and stuff like that. Here's a nice 1917. I wish this sucker was a double die, but it's not. I mean, now this one here's a nice AU coin. Still has a little bit of mint luster on it. There you go. You can see that. And again, it's 1917. This coin's worth under 20 bucks, I'd say. I mean, just letting you guys know. Now, that was one of them. I got 2 or 3 of them. I don't know. Let's see. This one here. This one has a little bit of mint luster. Or, I mean, come on, camera. There we go. See, that's got a little bit of the red showing through. Let me look at this one under a loop. I don't know if I looked at it. Oh, here you go. Let me show you something here. You're going to love this one. Now I remember which one it is, and I don't know why I didn't have it on the camera or on the. How do you like the looks of that? How do you like the looks of that? Oh, okay, Mary. I haven't got it yet. Now, here, I'll tell you a little story about this. This here, some butthead. Note the statement, butthead. Movado, don't get excited. They took the doubling, the strength of the doubling from the 1955 double die. This is a Chinese fake. Because there's no 17 that's this strong. None. Zip. Zero. So this butthead they took, and this must have been before they knew anything about it. So this is a Chinese counterfeit. I bought it from a friend of mine only because I wanted it to be able to show people. I mean, I could have fun with it if I wanted, and I like having fun with coins and collectibles. Yeah, it is crazy, Movado. I mean, this is just, it's like, dude, if you'd have put that on in 1955, you might have convinced somebody, but a 17? It's not even close. I do have some, I don't have a 17 right now. I sold my last one, I think. But I've owned several of them. But yeah, I need to write that on here a second. I seen that whenever I took and was showing it to you under the other scope. Let's see. when I seen it on the scope, I could see something was doubled on it, and I was like, what the heck? So I had to look at it under my scope, but then or with my loop, and I realized what it was. Here, let's see here. Now here's what you're going to usually find for 17. This is about the condition. Very good. I mean, this might be a fine coin. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the wheat ears on it. So, but I mean, you know, when you go through the years, I usually get lucky enough to find, here. Now this here's a little bit better, 1918S. I'd say it's an extra fine. You definitely got some nice movement there, or some separation, and then you got the wheat ears. Come on, focus in. I don't know. Not a problem, Sandy. I'm good with it. Let's see, what else do I have any pretty ones of that are earlier ones? Oh, here's a pretty 24. Guys, all these here would be for sale. There's a spot on that W, as you can see. I don't know if it's just dirt or what, but this was or is a nice coin. I'll see you, Sandy. You be good. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Ken was just showing some Wheaties over on his. I hope I didn't drag you guys away from him. But, and believe it or not, guys, you can still find a 1924D. Now, if any of you know anything about the series, come on, let's get up there. Okay, there we go. That's getting to be a semi-key nowadays. That's why it's got that price. That's probably a very fine as all. But it's a nice, wholesome coin that'd be good for a collection. Let's see here. 25 ain't that good. I know I got some nice 26s. This one here really disappointed me. I found this in here. It was in a bag. Look at that up above there. We Trust. It's like, you gotta be joking me. Oh, okay. Ken will just love these. This one here, like I say, it's just a couple carbon spots on it. It's like, holy cow. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have taken that and would have made me some serious money, I think. Let's see here. Here's a nice 26D. If I can get it focused. This one here's in good shape. It's not perfect, but got a weakness there. Hey, Blues, how you doing? We're just sitting here playing for a little bit. I had a few minutes. I just finished doing what I was actually wanting to do. And now I'm just taking and just Ken Peavy was showing. He might still be live. He was showing off some of his pennies. I guess he's got them for sale. I'm certain Ken's got better ones, but I happen to take, and I was just telling everybody, I happen to be going through my coins, and I had taken and doing a little house cleaning. Hola, I believe Coin Dragon. Yeah, okay. How are you this evening or afternoon? I'm sorry. We're just showing off a couple ugly pennies. Let's see, that 28S, that ain't too bad. 28S in this condition isn't too bad of a coin. That will cost a little bit. Yeah, just taking them, playing around here. Like I said, I'd never been able to get these stupid things out if it wouldn't have been for the fact that I just did some house cleaning. Come on. This one here again, you know, when you find coins in bags, you'll notice a lot of them. Like this one here, I think on the N, or no, the T of trust, and by the U, there's some, there's just a couple of carbon spots, but that's what you'll find. Dealers will throw those in their coin bags and just let them go. And I mean, they're nice songs. They'd be great for, they'd be great to fill a hole, that's for sure. Let's see here. Gonna send you Arbor's Reverb 10S. Oh, cool. That'd be nice. Now, here's a nice one that I got. This one is a nice one, I think. 29. This one would be good for somebody's set. Cool. Just go ahead and send it, Coin Dragon. I'd be happy to look at it. Couple of fly specks on it, but it ain't nothing bad. This one would definitely be nice in somebody's set. After 29, they get pretty easy to locate as far as, not pretty easy, I lied. They take a little bit. Here's a nice little 29D. It still has some actual original red. Maybe a little bit harder for you to get into your sets. Got some good color. I like the color on this one. I don't know why that's stupid. My camera wants to keep. There we go. Sort of kind of doing like Lincoln's was doing. Oh, let's see here. Oh, here's some that all people. Now, I took and I was looking through. Now, I was looking through a bag not too long ago, and all of these right here came out of the same. I mean, within hands reach of each other. These are 33s are harder to get. Now, they're not Gem BUs. There's no doubt in my mind. I do have some, but these are nice little. Heck, that's a little bit of a woody there, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit of a woody on it. I'm looking at it. The Arbors don't have any, though. I can tell you that. Still, for 33 to find them in this good a condition. I mean, even this in here, I'd take. Heck, this here, when I was growing up, I'd like to have had that for my collection. Me, Mary, I tell you what, if you ever was to buy a roll from me, I throw the woodies back for the most part. I don't collect them, no. I mean, I've got some, don't get me wrong, but I do not collect them. I mean, I haven't found any yet that I feel worthy of collecting. Let me put it that way, that I would keep. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys this here little batch of 33s. And if you look up the prices of 33s, you'll find out that's a little bit better. I mean, getting that set together, these are a little bit better. And by the way, Mary, I wouldn't doubt it if I wasn't to run across a couple woodies while I'm showing you some of these here, because if they're, I look for the grades. The woodies don't excite me a whole lot. And it's not that they don't excite me at all. I've seen some pretty ones, and I think I threw back for a little bit, but I got a buyer who buys them. This here, whoever bought this, they bought this a long time ago. Because for this one here, if I can get this stupid camera to, there we go. That's a nice 34. It's got some color to it, not much. That's just that over top of that on the back. That's just a light color variance. There's no carbon spots on this one here. That's just a nice coin. But I usually try to take in anything before 1934 if I can get it with just a little bit of luster left on it, or original toning. Well, original luster, I should say. I keep them, even if they're 58s. I don't care. I think those are the ones that are worth some good money. Let's see here. That ain't much. This one ain't much. It's a nice red one. 34. And here's a now that 35 there was bought a long time ago, but it's a nice one. Let's see. Come on. Come on, camera. You can do it. I have faith in you. I wish that was a double die. 35 has a double die on them. That's a toning mark right there, guys. I mean, it's not a mark, it's just toned right there. It was wherever they set it, it had a funny tone on it, but it's pretty. Looking at it naked eye, it looks nice. But now y'all can take and Tell Ken Peavy to get out his good coins and stop showing you guys all the junk. And I'm just kidding. Ken's a good guy. I really like watching him. I wish I could have watched him today. I just had to get those bills up so that Beth could see it. So, who was that? Mary, you said that Ken's still alive? I'm guessing. What's he doing over there? I mean, I know he's shown. I mean, is that just a bunch of Lincolns that he picked up and that he was pricing? Putting together the price? Trying to think where. I just had a stack of Woodies because I seen everybody getting into Woodies. And I just had a stack that I set somewhere, and I don't even remember where I set the stupid things. Oh, he did? Oh, bummer. Well, I hope you didn't tell him I was over here showing off brand new Lincolns back in the the early ones. Oh, okay. Cool. Nope. Nope what? Hey, Hoagie's Hobby Shop. Cool. Oh, okay. That's cool. Not a problem. It's no biggie. Yeah, I wished I took and had those stupid, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Ken, I was just showing the students, I guess would be the best way to put it. A couple, I took and I got done with my stuff. And I took and I was showing off a few. I took and I was telling them I just got through doing a little bit of house cleaning. Take a peeky. This here's just a few of my wheat pennies that I happened to go through. And I told them I'd never been able to locate these had it not been for the fact that I literally just did some house cleaning. And I had, because I'm looking for 67 SMS, okay, pooples. I like, oh yeah, I gotta show this one here. Ken's gonna love this here in a second. You all remember, let's see here. Come on. I swear, I'm gonna start calling this camera my PV camera. Daggone it. Get up in there and start focusing like you're supposed to. There we go. Yeah, I found these here. I was telling them, I find these here in bags, believe it or not. We got some nice old bags in one shop I go through. Here, I'll show you one I showed them, and it sort of scared me for a second. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. What do you think about that nice 1917, Ken? Yeah, let's see here. Oops. There's the back. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cute. Notice anything different about it? Yeah, that's what it is too, Ken. And you know, I mean, they don't come up real often. They just happen to show up every now and then. You know, you get lucky. Let's see, can I get that in focus there? Come on, camera. Well, heck, hold on a second. Let me show it off on my other one. I'm just going to play a little bit. This in here, I hate the way this shows up. Trust. There's Trust. That's they took and they were stuttering when they said Trust on this one. I think the employee just stuttered. Yeah, there you go. Now I'll tell you a little story. I was telling them, whoever the idiot Chinese dude was that made this, and I say that very confident, They used the 1955 double die spread to counterfeit a 1917 double die because it just don't work. There's never been a 17 double die this strong. So this here's a nice counterfeit. A friend of mine bought it because he's seen it, bought it off of eBay, and I ended up buying it from him and gave him his money back. I think he paid $10 or $20 for it. But I had to buy it. I said, I just have to have that to give some people some education. Yeah, if you ever see this, guys, don't buy it. I mean, unless you can get it for under. I mean, actually, I don't think I paid but $10 for it, if that. Don't pay no money for them. They're not worth it. I don't mind doing it. Well, now 69S, yeah, I don't even think you'll see it this strong on the 69S, Ken. This one here on a 55, you will. But that's the problem. They took the doubling from the 55. So it's like, really, people? Learn your double dies. Let me change back to this. So, yeah, I was like, you got to be joking me. But like I said, I had it because it was fun to, just fun to show. I think that might have been the first time I got to show it off. Ken, you know Mark Chandler. He's the one who took and bought it off of eBay, and after he bought it, he played with it a little bit, and then he sent it. Like I say, I bought it from him, so I just thought it was pretty cool to where I wanted to take and, yeah, well, and like I say, that was from the 55 double die. Whoever, like I said, the Chinese guy who did it, he must have been confused, or he heard that 17 had a double die. It was extremely scarce, which they're pretty scarce. Everyone wants them. And he thought, oh, cool, I can just use this same. Yeah, I know you do, Ken. He's in the V&E group. He's one of our admins. He gets in as often as he can. He's a younger person. He knows a good bit. I buy a lot of his varieties from him. He goes out, cherry picks, and then he sells them to me at a reasonable markup for him to make some money, and leaves me enough room to where I can make a little bit of money. So I like that kind of working relationship. You're right, Coin Dragon. You're probably right. I'm certain that the guy who made it thought he was doing the right thing. But you know, it is what it is. So Ken, you need any nice uncirculated Lincoln pennies? I got a few. I'm talking the older ones, not the new ones. Let's see here. If you can tell me what the UD is, I might, Mountain Man. What's a UD? I'm certain it may be something else and it might be a typo, but I've got a roll of 1955s, Ken, BU roll, but I promise you they've been searched. I know the person who searched them. But you ain't going to get no double dies. I mean, off-center cut, no. I don't. If that's what the hell is that? No, I don't have any off-center cuds. I've got some cuds, but not off-centers. Ken, do you want just a BU roll of 55s? Is that what you're asking for, sir? Because like I said, I mean, I got to look through. Hell, I don't even know if I've got a good one that don't have. I mean, most of them are probably gonna, or at least some of them are gonna have the 55. Okay, yeah, I've got rolls, uncirculated rolls, Ken, back to 42, I believe. Yeah, I can put you together something like that. I know I've got at least one, maybe two rolls of 1955 unks. I look for them for obverse, reverse, both of them. But if you need them for date runs, yeah, you'll most likely, what I was getting ready to say is you'll most likely get a dozen or so of the poor man double die, but I don't think that matters to you much. I mean, if you want to sell them as such, go right on ahead. It don't interest me much on that. Heck, I've got rolls of 53, 54, 55. that are all that same dye deterioration doubling. Yeah, I think I do have your. No matter what, Ken, I definitely can get a hold of you. Give me after the show next week, and I'll get with you and I'll let you know what it is. And if you got a gray sheet, I'll be looking at gray sheet price. Heck, I can tell you right now. Let me see here. It's probably a little bit more expensive. Yeah, that's a little more expensive roll. It's not bad though. You know, I've never done the poor man yet. I mean, if you're a collector, I don't know of any collector that's into varieties that doesn't have a poor man's double dye. But I do have the absolute actual. I've cherry picked the number 2 and 3, I believe, double dye 55. I know there's a bunch more. The other ones don't matter none to me, and I've yet to cherry pick the 55 double dye other than counterfeit ones. Mountain Man, oh, I got a beautiful slab there. Hon, where's my Mercury at? Do you remember where we set that, the off center? Mountain Man, I got a off center 1945 Mercury dime. It's off pretty good. I think they graded it a 63. Back then, they would not put, because how do I say this real nice? Because I don't want to say what I really mean, because it would be some 3-letter words. But there was a butthead who took, and back in the day, it used to be that they would not put full split bands on an off center. I was told, and I will quote the person from ANAX, who said, "Oh, it's off center. Every one of them is going to have bands." Well, I happened to see a run of them, and actually I was able to do it with a Google search. I did a large run to find out, and there's not a whole lot of full bands, even on the off-center 1945 Mercury dimes. The one I have happens to have the off-center, and when you look at the pricing for the off-centers that have full bands, they tend to go extremely more expensive. So let's see here. Ever come across any of the Type 2 counterclashes before? With 2. Some more here. Okay, a Type 2 counterclash. You want to give me a year and a series? Because I'm not certain. I mean, I need to know a little bit more. Just a little bit more information, Coin Dragon. And I'll let you know if I have or not. In fact, I'm trying to think any Type 2 I've had. I'm not certain. What year, Dragon? Because again, you're saying the Type 2s. I'm not certain which one, what, when you say a Type 2, I'm just not certain what you're referencing. I'm sorry. And it may be something I know real well. Are you talking a transitional error, Coin Dragon? Is that what you're referencing? Because, I mean, call me an old man. I mean, I don't mind. I'm just not following you. I apologize. And it may be something that, I don't know. Some of the stuff I don't get to keep up on every bit of it. It's like somebody said the other night. I mean, I don't know of anybody. The one I know that knows about as much as I do would be Ken Peavy, and I'm certain I could bring a couple things to his attention that he's gonna say, "Huh, didn't know that." Structure. I've got tons of strike through errors. Here again, that's one of those things that honestly, up until about a year ago, I never saved them. I always threw them back in. Hey, Weaves World, how are you? Good to see you. Weaves World, huh? Do much weaving? Just out of curiosity. I think it's a cool trade or an artwork. Nope, struck scrap. Well, no. Are you talking the Are you talking those no, that wouldn't be it. Coin Dragon, I'm sorry, I'm still lost at what you're asking about, buddy. I've taken, and I promise you, Ken doesn't. Me and him have had some extensive talks. And I mean, don't get me wrong, he is probably one of, and I do say that, one of the most knowledgeable people I have ever met. But I can put a half a dozen people. I think the most knowledgeable person I ever met was Eric Newcomb. Now the old boy, I'm not certain. I think he just passed. I say I think, because last I'd heard he was still alive, so I'm not sure, but I think he's just passed. But I got to meet him, and at a coin show, here he was. He must have been in his late 80s or 90s, and we sat at an ANA show, and I knew who he was. I mean, I've been, oh my goodness, if anybody, I mean, you talk about a coin god, you guys. Eric Newcomb was just that. And if you've seen his collection, what sold, that he donated a lot to the ANA, that man was phenomenal. I mean, I would like to know just I'd just like to know a part of it. But I got to meet him, and I talked to him for a good hour and a half, just one setting at a coin show. And oh my goodness, he took the time. I was young at the time. I mean, I might have been 30, 35, but he is absolutely just, oh my goodness. But yeah, Ken, I'd have to say that he was the most knowledgeable. Like I say, Ken knows a lot. Wexler knows a lot. Thievis, he knows a good bit now. I mean, you want to talk to somebody, if you ever want to talk to somebody about Buffalo nickels, I don't care if it's a variety, an error, or even a hobo. Talk to Bill Thievis. That's your man. There's some people on this, and if it comes to a bust, there's some certain people I'd talk to about bust coinage, and it wouldn't be, I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be Ken Potter. And no offense, he may know a whole lot. I've just never known him to be a bust person, but he might be. There's certain people I go to for certain that I found out that there's just certain people, I've never really specialized in anything other than varieties. That's why I tell a lot of people I'm weak when it comes to the error part of that hobby. Even though errors come along very naturally with varieties, I'm not as proliferant as I probably should be. I know quite a bit about it, but some of the stuff I have to ask other people because, like, I'm just not, I'm just not certain of myself on them. Coin Dragon, when you say on a mad die clash, for me, a mad is a misaligned die. And on the type 2s, here again, I'm still not following you. I think I got an idea of what you're talking about. Like I said, I think I know what you're talking about, Dragon, but I'd have to say my answer would have to be no if it's what I think it is. I'll have to look that up, Coin Dragon. I didn't even know there was such a. I mean, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying, and it does make sense because a lot of those die clashes. I'm trying to think. Well, a lot of them are centered up, so I would think they would be about as scarce as a mad off center, or a mad dies, where you have your obverse off center or reverse off center, and the other's perfectly centered. Those are pretty scarce. A lot of people may not realize that, but I know for a fact those are pretty daggone scarce. So I would think that if you had that in a die clash, you're just adding to the scarcity of them. Have you tried? Here's something I tell a lot of people. Now, it takes a little bit of effort, But CoinDragon, get onto Heritage, get you an account with them, and okay, I'll look that up. But get you an account with Heritage and try and locate them there, because Heritage has really gotten into the varieties and errors throughout the year. And so far, I say so far, they have kept a good history of all their things. I mean, there's so many websites that's went out of business, and all that information is just gone. So far, they've taken and they've done a real good job. And I do a lot of research on Heritage, and that's just Heritage. I think it's just Heritage.com. So, but yeah, I'll have to look at that Mad Die Clashes. Like I said, I didn't know they had a site, but it does sound interesting. We still see you, Floor. It's okay. She's trying to sneak through. She's making some cinnamon rolls. Ken Peavy, I ain't got a bacon belly. I got a cinnamon roll belly. I'd like to know what happened to Cliff Lawless too. Not certain I followed that. CoinDragon, I'll tell you, you're bringing up some good stumblers for me. I don't know if that's a actual person or if you're referencing to. I think I know who you're referencing, but I'm not positive. The one I was actually referencing, I'll tell you right now, was Teletrade. They used to have, I mean, that used to be the go-to place to get your coin pricing. But my understanding, same person who has that is the one who has now the great, what is that, Great Collections? I think it's the same company, same people are involved in doing that. I love questions, though. It takes and it taxes my mind, and I get to use my brain and see if I can remember what they are, because there's just so much stuff. Hey, Todd, how are you doing this afternoon? I'm doing absolutely fine. Let's see, he had the GeoCities website back in the late 90s. I don't know if I get to go. Really? Now, see, I don't even know that I know him. Man, now you're starting to, some of that's starting to make sense, and it seems to me I might have heard of the name before. Wascombe, Texas, that rings a bell with me. And it seems to me there's a dealer over there, and I could be mistaken, because he had somebody from ANEX doing it for him. He had bought a large lot of 72 minor double die Lincoln pennies, and they had ended up with 24 1972 double die offers, die pair 4. Yes, I said 4. And he threw them up on the market all at one time. And you talk about destruction of the market for about 6 months. The prices of the 4s just plummeted. I figured they was never going to recover, but they have. Let's see. Any value in a penny that is thin on one side and thick on the other? Call it a tapered planchet, Todd. I have some. Not a whole shitload of extra value. Some people collect them, and I'm certain there's a good value. I just ran across one not too long ago in my collection. I know it's not in this box. This is just what I call my boring normal ones that I keep that are higher grades. But I do know they hold some value. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, Todd, I was kicking and screaming too. Well, actually, my wife was. I think the other night I took her. She hurt her knee. She slipped and fell in a puddle at Kroger's, and it's the third day. Needless to say, it was pretty tender, and I happened to roll over and touch her knee, and she's like one of them cats, I thought she was gonna claw the ceiling, but it just woke her up for a second. Yeah, Dragon, that story, I think that was last year or year before that I was telling you about on the 72s. You talk about something like that. When I seen them all go up, I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. Because I know people who paid some good money for that, or for their examples. And by the way, I think his best example was a MS63. Don't quote me. Yes, exactly, Coin Dragon. 74. It's gonna, Todd. It's gonna depend upon how drastic. That's almost like an off center. I've had people. In fact, I put them in the regular coins. They say, "Oh, this is off center." Well, it's only off center 1 or 2%. They don't hold no extra value. So, Todd, it all depends on how bad the taper was. And you'd have to have a significant, note the statement significant, more than 10% in the weight imbalance, to where if it's 74, that should be 3.11 grams. So I would suggest it would have to be a coin that weighed, for a Lincoln penny, say 2.5 grams, something of that. Well, I'm assuming the date's going to be there, Dragon, because he knows the date of it. I assume that. I mean, unless it was found in a roll, and then, good boy, good luck with that. But there's people like Chuck Doherty. He could probably tell you just by looking at the back. 3.9. I don't think 3.9. How in the heck is that a 3.9? They only weigh 3.11 grams. I mean, that would have to be awfully thick, but I mean, that's interesting. I'd like to see that, Todd. Send me a picture of it. Because, my goodness, I would think that would destroy the die almost. That would have to be so thick. That almost sounds like two planchets that have been, two planchets possibly put together, or something else was put in with it. That sounds awful heavy. I mean, we're well beyond the 10% range there. That'd be an interesting one to see. I'd almost like to mic that thing and weigh it myself and look at it. That's an interesting piece. Sounds interesting, at least. I mean, once I looked at it, it might be different, but I don't know that anybody could play with a Lincoln Cent, because you're saying uncirculated. I'm assuming it has the surfaces all work. Coin, that's okay. I've done it before too. Go through and look at the questions like, what? And then it's like, oh, I missed that part. Okay, Mike, I will when I get off of here. I don't have a lot to do. Let's see here. I think, Mike, I'm on. Let me look here. I want to see if I'm subscribed to your channel. I think I am. Yeah, I'm subscribed. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay. I see the obverse of it. I'm looking at your channel. Wow. Looking at that coin right off the bat, I see some stuff that's a little concerning. Yeah, not a problem, Mike. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you, Mike, so I know I'll be able to look at it afterwards. I looked when I just went over there to check to see if I was a subscriber to you, Mike. And looking at that rim concerns me a little bit, because it's pretty high and it's so close to the letters. Makes me a little suspicious, just to let you know right now. But I'll look at it and give you my honest opinion. I've this poor one person, I don't know who it is, been sending me like email after email after email of a bunch of coins, and I keep having to tell her the truth, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry I have to tell you the truth, but I'm not gonna pump sunshine up your butt and tell you whenever it's raining outside. So, okay, guys, it's almost 3 o'clock. Holy cow! Anybody got any questions? If not, I'm gonna get the hell off of here, and I gotta get ready for a coin show. Hey, Mary, she's back. You've been sitting there quiet for a while. Mike, if you got a good video, I mean, what little I seen of the obverse when I ran over there on your what do they call that? The screenshot or whatever it's called. Looking at the first photo, it looks like you say. I mean, it's a nice clear picture. If you got the reverse just as clear, I'll be good with that. You don't have to send me no photographs. If I need any though, Mike, I will definitely email you, and I'll just tell you what I may want you to take a photograph of. Oh, the alien. I never got into much of those. Oh, Mary, that's a good thing. Well, then you probably didn't learn a whole lot today because I was given a bunch of questions. I wasn't certain what the answers were. I think we've got it together, though. Coin Dragon was bringing me up with getting me caught up on some of the newer things that are going on that, I mean, like I said, Coin Dragon, the stuff that you was teaching me is in the errors. Then I already know I'm not that cool with errors. I mean, I'm not as knowledgeable as I probably ought to be, but I know a little bit about it. Well, Mary, I appreciate you listening, though. I've done that before. I've taken my wife. She asked me lemon. I was on lemon, and I've been on Peavies. I've been on. I don't care who it is. I'll sit there and I'll watch you guys, and I don't say a word because usually, and I don't mean to be, I don't know, hermit or what, but I'll just sit there and listen to everybody and watch how everything's going and just getting ideals and actually learning myself. Well, you know what, Mary? To me, if I learn something every day, I say the day was not wasted. That's my philosophy in life. I love to learn something new every day. Now, when you get older, Mary, like me, retaining that knowledge and not forgetting it, that becomes a nice and actually I remember a lot of this stuff. And I think it goes along with me and a young man was talking about something. He said he learned more in coins than he learned in school. And it's like, well, if you enjoy what you're doing, you will. And, that's pretty much, I learned more history, I can tell you, in coins. Only one thing, Ken? That's all? Come on, be honest now. You're amongst friends. You can share. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I wish it was. I don't know what. Hey, it's like a friend of mine told me. I don't know what I don't know. And you know what? I don't know what I forgot either because I don't remember it. And that's about as true as you can get. I will, Mary. Mary, what was it that you got from me? Because I know you got a few things. Oh, Mary, did you see the 33s? Because I think you needed the 33s. Did you see my pretty little 33s that I posted a little bit ago? If not, I'll show them to you real quick. Ken, my shirt is gray. I know because I can look at myself in the OBS. Mary, was that the 32 and 33s that you bought? Yeah, 32 and 33, I believe. Wasn't it? And say, let me show you a couple of them that you never, but I don't think you needed them. I don't think, well, you didn't need the grade that I've got here, I'll put it that way. And trust me, you don't want to take, you don't want to get your set totally cattywampus to where you have one really nice coin in a bunch of them that are circulated. Come on, camera. My PV camera. This one here's a little bit nicer. And I was just telling somebody, I bought these here. Well, strike that. I never bought them. I got them out of a roll. Strike that again. I got them out of a bag that I had taken, and they were all right together. Whoever, I don't know who put them in there, but these are a little bit better. These are all AU coins, I would say. I mean, now I have them in UNC, don't get me wrong. But these here will go to somebody who's putting together a little bit nicer. Now, see, this one here's a little bit worn out. This one I'd say is the XF. At least the XF. That's cool, Todd. I'll check it over here in a minute. But every one of these stupid things were literally almost, I mean, I pulled out a handful. Come on. I pulled out a handful of coins out of this bag. And I got all these out of it, and I decided to keep every one of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mary, because from what you had described to me, the ones I got for you, I think they're a little bit better, but I don't think they're quite as nice as this. I've got them sitting here on the table. I just took in, and actually I got a piece of paper somewhere that's got your name on it. I just got to find it. Oh, here, somebody was asking me about woodies. Well, here's your little bit of a woody on this 33. I mean, it's not the best I've ever seen, but it's got a little bit of wood grain to it. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mary. Like I say, but yeah, like I say, those woodies for me. Woodies don't do a lot for me, except for a few. I've seen a few that make me say, ooh. And I like them, and I may throw them back. Like I said, I got a stack of them somewhere because I took in like the last few months. I've heard Ken Peavy talking about how the woodies and all that, and then other people. It's like, maybe I ought to save a few of these back. But I only take the really, really what I consider really nice ones. That 33, that's why it's in that box with normal. I don't consider it what I would call my premier one. Mary, you can. I would have to go through and just find where I put mine. And that would only be if I took and if I haven't tossed them. Now, Ken Peavy, when did the woodies go away and disappear? Because I know there was a year, even though I think it's possible even for today, well, not today, but up into the 80s, I think you could potentially have a woody, I believe. And I was a little shocked when I showed Ken that yeah, Ken, I've noticed that. That's what actually got me to start pulling them. Okay, I couldn't remember when they pulled out the tin, so what was the metal they replaced the tin with? Because I know they still use a mix. Was it zinc that they went to then? And if memory serves me correctly, that's where we started getting. Well, Mary, I know for a fact that the woodies go back even, I believe, into the Indians. Okay, I knew there was a little story to that, Ken, but with me not collecting them, I never did any research on them. So, hot damn, I learned something that's going to be very useful for me. So, yeah, that's 63. That means that anything I find after 63 that's a good woody, I'll get some premium. Okay. Yeah, because I had a 64L. I think it was a 64L that was a nice woody. Okay, yeah, it was just zinc. Okay. Yeah, now the best you can hope for, I believe, is a brass planchet, and that's where the zinc mixes in during the plating process with the copper, I believe, is what I'm told. And it's just enough of a mixture to give you a brass planchet, is what they call it. Yellow jackets. I mean, I know I used to throw those things away too. I mean, just throw them back in the rolls. Okay, that's an interesting Georgia. Jawaj? I don't even know how to pronounce that, Ken. Is that even a word? Yeah, Ken, you know what? I sold this. Here's one of them I wish I'd never sold. I don't even know if I have a photograph of it. But in 1940 something, that's the best I can tell you, 1940 something, Lincoln wheat that had a strip of silver, actual silver, that came from, somehow it got mixed in with the planchet, and it was actually on the coin. It was in an annex holder and it was designated and everything. But I wished I'd have kept that because I have a feeling that, yeah, I don't remember, but it had an actual silver in the Lincoln penny. I wish I could find me another one of those. I bet those suckers are worth a pretty good chunk of change. But I think I sold it. It was only like an XF. And I think I sold it for, I want to say $300. But you talk about interesting. Now, that was an interesting piece. Looking at the back of it, I mean, and you can see on the front of it, just to let you know if you ever see it, it had like a black streak. But that was where the silver, I remember studying it, and from the silver was turning the copper almost black on the opposite side. So it must have went pretty deep. And this coin, just to let you know, was a net grade because somebody had scratched it thinking that it was painted or something, but it went pretty deep, or that's what they did to test it. I have no idea. But they did find out that it was, I think I already said, Todd, it was a 40 something. I just don't know. I don't remember what year. A friend of mine that, in fact, I'll see him this weekend, he took and he sold it to me. I think I paid him, oh boy, I don't even want to say what I paid him because I don't remember. But I know when I sold it for $300, I made money off of it. You might be right, Ken. I think it's just laziness because here again, you're sitting there, you're throwing the tin in, the zinc in, you're throwing all that shit in. Maybe there's under the gun to get some production out, and they put it in for a few minutes and they mixed for a few. It's almost like baking a cake and forgetting to mix it that good. You end up with same results. So that's what I think it is. I think that's where a lot of our varieties and errors come from, is just laziness from the workers at the mint. And don't get me wrong, it's not I'm not speaking bad of them. I don't know that that's one job I thought about and thought about and thought about. Like, man, I'd love to work at the mint, and then I really thought about it. And it's like, I'll bet that's a boring job to look at billions and billions of coins go by, and you can't keep any of them. That I believe you can. Yeah, I mean, if they use the spectrometer, I think, or whatever the hell it's called, I know there's a word for that. I've seen it in use. I've just never. That's up to them. Yeah, I bet you could probably get a prism and hold it up to the window where you're at whenever it's sunny. Yeah, okay. How much sleep you had last couple nights there, Ken? God, I love your humor. I really, really do. Don't be giving up any secrets there, Lincoln. Okay, well, at least you got a little bit. I thought maybe you was getting a little deranged there. Yeah, Lincoln, don't be giving up no secrets. Secret Service will be down there going, Mr. Peavy, we got to talk with you. Well, yeah, I was going to say, God help them if they did, huh? I'll tell you what, Ken, one of these days I hope me and you get an opportunity to meet and have lunch or something. Just the bullshit, sit there and just shoot the shit. I bet it'd be a fun time. One of these days when I figure out how to do this damn OBS, like I say, maybe after Dustin gets done, I'll have to do an interview of you, Ken. You got any of those little square boxes right there at the front door, to where you can just see out and maybe stick a a cylinder out it. Hey, how's your garden coming, by the way? I don't think you gotta worry about that. Hey, Fire Cajun, how you doing this afternoon, sir? Good to see you in. We're wrapping up here, I think. I was just asking Ken how his garden's going. I'm a big salad fan. All you gotta do is ask my wife. She's a rice fan. Oh, really? I was gonna say, hell, surely it ain't the end of the season. You get about 3 seasons. Good, Fire. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we just sitting here. I took in the first hour. This is gonna be for Beth. She's helping me, and then I took and I was just playing around, showing my. Ooh, Ken, did you get to see my 40? And I'm not doing it again. You have to go back and do a rewind. But I cherry picked a 45S over horizontal S. Oh, awesome, Cajun. That's cool. Let's see. Well, I was about to say it's Friday here, but for me it sort of kind of is because I get to start the coin show tomorrow. So for me, it's just going to be a bunch of fun. Yeah. Well, see, Ken, that's what I was wondering. Hey, I can't say this online, but I got something that I'd like to take and possibly see if you want to try and grow something that would be extremely interesting, and you got the proper climate for it. Oh, Ken, you have to do a rewind. I showed it a couple times already, and I'm not going to go back into it only because, what the heck. Let me see here. It ain't going to hurt one more moment, and then I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to get off of here, guys. Let's see here if I can get it. See, the problem is I got to get the close-up on this one because it's so daggone. Let's see here. I'm going to just get it as close as I have to. And hopefully, this will be. See, I don't like this stupid. Let's see here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it at this root. Yeah, you should be able to see it enough. Ken, you should be able to see that right there. Even though the close-up you can see it better. Well, actually, this shows it pretty good. Right here, just because it's so circulated. And then back here is actually the other part that you see in the uncirculated versions of it. But yeah, this is there's your S. You can see, nice. And there's your opposite side. No, it's, Ken, believe it or not, if you see an unk, this in here, you have to look at an unk. It's, believe it or not, I think this up here might be a little bit of damage, but if you get it close enough, right here is part of the S, and on the better earlier die states, or not earlier, but maybe later, but still, back here's the other part of the S. This up here is just stuff. As you can see, this is just, it's been well circulated. Yes, that's this here part, and over here is part of the horizontal. I mean, the S would have come over here, come across, and came back this way. I mean, if you look at, and I can't do it, but it would set like that on it. And I don't know, maybe that even shows a little bit better there. But like I say, it's hard to tell, but this here would be part of the S, and then this is the other part. Yeah, that one I took and cherry picked out of scrap silver. So for my measly $1, $10, $20, whatever I paid for it, even in this low of a grade, I would say it's over $100 coin. I might even fetch a couple hundred out of it. Believe it or not, that coin in uncirculated condition is holy cow. Oh no, Lincoln, well, I was gonna say it'll be legal, but I'll tell you what, I'd be debating that right now because I'm not certain if it is. I mean, they grow it in other parts of the world, and it's not. Well, Lincoln, I understand what you're saying, but they call it the S over horizontal S in the Cherry Picker's Guide, and I think I seen Ken floating one around the other day. Yes, Ken, you're right. And that's one of them that's through the roof. I mean, I'd love to own that in a Gem BU coin. I mean, that's one that I could only wish to own myself. But I'll tell you right now, every time I see a 45S, I pick it up, especially in a PCGS or an NGC holder, because those guys never label any variety unless you pay for it. And if the person didn't know it and they was just looking for the grade, I talk about a bonus. And I've cherry picked a lot of varieties out of PCGS and NGC holders. There's your clue, guys. I mean, you want to talk about having fun, go to the show. Don't just pick up the raw ones, you know, looking at them through your loop. They know what you're doing. Pick up the circulated ones and just sit there and just make little snide comments. Man, my eyes, I'm getting too old for this shit. And, you know, exactly, Ken. I mean, and PCGS and NGC, I don't care. You can send one in that is in the red book. You can send a 55 double die, and if you don't pay to have them put it on there, they won't put it on there. At least I don't think they will. I don't know. They may do some of those like that, but I know there's a bunch of them they won't, because there's some of them I sent in that I didn't think I had to designate, and they come back playing. I'm like, you gotta be joking me, guys. And I had to pay for them again to get it put back through. Which I got 10 coins coming back from. Well, I use Anex a lot because I deal with varieties, and that's the thing. Yes, that's true too, Ken. 43 over 2. Jefferson Nickel, you can actually tell that coin by the reverse. The 45 double die reverse, you can tell by looking at the obverse. There's a bunch of coins. You can look at the opposite side of the variety, and you will know you've got that variety if you've done enough searching. At least I know of several that I can do it with. Okay, kiddies, it's 3:10 here. Gosh, I wasn't planning on staying here that long. You guys just make it so fun to stay online. You really do. I love all the conversations we have. I really do. It's just fun. Or choo-choo trains going by. We got a small train goes by once a day. Takes care of the industry up the road. So, but you guys, y'all have a good day. Stay out of trouble, Ken. Note I said Ken. And it might be, Ken. I'm gonna take it. I'll tell you what. My wife, she baked some cinnamon rolls, and I've been smelling them sitting here, and I'm like, man, I gotta end this thing. You guys have a great day. As always, happy hunting. I'll be talking to you another time. Don't expect me until Tuesday, possibly, unless I might get on Sunday for a minute. So, unless Dustin gets in here and we get to go online and do some live stuff then. So, hopefully we'll take and check out CoinOp. Check out well, I think y'all just came from Ken Peavy, so I think everybody here knows Ken. Hey, Ken, I'm going to try and stay groovy. You guys have a great afternoon. I'll be talking to you later.